Hello yogis, namaste. My name is Heart and I will be taking you through elemental slow flows, starting with the ether, aka Akasha. The ether is the first and most subtle element. It is associated with space, lightness, subtleness, and expansion. It is omnipresent. It is all-pervading. It is everywhere. Akasha is associated with sound, vibration, and the Vata dosha. In the body, it exists in the space between cells, joints, nerve synapses, and within the heart, mouth, and lungs. As we set an intention for tonight's practice, my personal one while creating this flow was for expansion of the mind, body, and soul. We'll make our way down to a comfortable supine position, finding our way into a savasana to start tonight's practice. Palms facing up, eyes are closed. Focus returns to the breath. We begin to notice each inhale and exhale, not judging it, not changing it just yet, simply bringing our awareness to it. From here, we begin to extend each inhale and exhale a little bit deeper. Taking deep sips of oxygen into the lungs, filling them completely. Exhale, releasing fully. And as we cultivate this deep, steady breath, we bring our awareness to the space within the lungs, the heart, the throat, and the mouth. Bending the knees, feet are grounded in the earth below. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hugging your knees into the chest. Give yourself some love. Releasing your head back down, we'll straighten the left leg, hugging the right knee. Rolling out your left ankle, rooting down in the left side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right knee sails to the left. Upper body twists to the right for a supine twist. Deep breaths here. We'll inhale back to center. Exhale, hugging the knees to align the spine. Releasing your head back down, we'll straighten the right leg, hugging the left knee. Rolling out your right ankle, rooting down through the right hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee sails to the right. Upper body twists to the left for a supine twist on the other side. Deep breaths here. Our next inhale, we'll gently come back to center. Exhale, hugging your knees. Releasing your feet back down. We'll cross the left foot over the right thigh. As you're ready, right leg raises up into the air, grabbing either the thigh or the calf for a supine figure 4. That right leg can be straight or bent, depending on where you want to feel this stretch. So as you continue to breathe, really ask your body, what do I need? Gently releasing your right foot back down to the mat. We'll take a breath to cross our right foot over our left. Whenever you're ready, left foot raises into the air, grabbing either our thigh or calf for supine figure 4. Deep breaths here. Gently releasing your left leg back down to the mat. We'll uncross the legs, gently rolling to the left side, supporting your head with your arm. And from here, we'll push ourselves back up to a tabletop position, hands and knees, where we'll start to warm up the spine with cat-cow, Marijanasana. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up for cow pose. Exhale, arching the back, tucking the chin under for cat pose. And just moving with your own breath cycle here. Coming back to our neutral tabletop, take a deep breath in. Exhale, sending the hips back, reaching forward, Balasana, child's pose. Third eye to mat connection. Deep breaths here. Walking our hands over to the left side of the mat, we send our breath to the right side body as we open up through the right rib cage. We'll come back to center for a deep breath here. And walking our hands over to the right side of the mat, we send our breath to the left side body as we open up through the right rib cage. Deep breaths here. Coming back to center, we'll take one more deep breath here. Our next inhale, we're rounding the spine forward, hips drop as we push ourselves to an upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Savasana. As we push the earth away, head tilts back. Tucking the toes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips in the air, Adho Mukha Savasana. It's our first down dog of the practice, so feel free to pedal out your knees, move your hips, take whatever you need. Our next inhale, we're rounding the spine forward, hips drop, pushing ourselves to upward facing dog. Exhale, returning to a tabletop position, moving through cat-cow, or whatever organic movement is calling to you. Maybe that's hips side to side, going back and forth between Balasana and Up Dog. Take whatever you need here. Coming back to our neutral tabletop, we'll inhale, right hand into the sky, rolling out the wrist, opening up through the front of the chest. Exhale, right hand sails across the chest, left hand reaches forward for thread the needle. This is a beautiful place to stay, but if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, that left hand can reach behind the small of the back, finding a partial bind. Deep breaths here. Releasing that left hand back down to the mat. We'll use that to push ourselves back up to tabletop, where we'll move through cat-cow or any organic movement that's calling to you. Coming back to our neutral tabletop, we'll inhale, left hand into the sky, rolling out the wrist, opening up through the front of the chest. Exhale, left hand sails across the chest, right hand reaches forward, finding thread the needle on the other side. Feel free to take on whatever variation is calling to you now. Deep breaths here. Releasing our right hand back down to the mat, We'll use that to push ourselves back up to tabletop. Moving through cat-cow or whatever you need here. Coming back to our neutral tabletop, tucking the toes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips in the air, Adho Mukha Savasana. Deep breaths in downward facing dog. From here, we're going to walk our feet towards our hands, grabbing either elbow, putting a good bend in the knee, in Uttanasana, forward fold. Once we're here, we can nod the head yes, shake it no, swing from side to side, and just help that cervical spine release. We'll inhale to a halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, let it fall. Our next inhale, we're rising up, vertebra by vertebra, saving our head for last, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Once we're here, we can roll back the shoulders, root down through all four corners of the feet. And from here, we're going to root down into our right side, getting ready for Vrikasana, tree pose. Our left foot can either kickstand here at the ankle, that's my favorite. We can come to the inner calf, or you can come all the way up to the inner thigh. We want to avoid that kneecap to protect our knee joint. So finding the version of tree that most honors your practice, we'll start with our hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Finding a drishti or a focal point to help you balance. We inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, extending the branches. Option for Vayu Mudra, bringing your pointer finger and your thumb together. This is a mudra that connects us to universal life force energy, as does tree pose. Deep breaths here. Exhale, we'll gently release back down to the mat, taking a moment to sway, to move, to breathe, to take whatever you need. And as you're ready, we'll make our way back to Tadasana, mountain pose, rolling back the shoulders, rooting down on the left side. Our right foot either kickstands at the calf or finds its way, kickstands at the ankle or finds its way to the inner calf or thigh. We'll start with our hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Finding that drishti focal point to help you balance. We inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, extending your branches, option for Vayu Mudra. Deep breaths here. And gently releasing your tree to the ground, inviting in that sway, that organic movement. We'll inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, palms melt through, heart center down to the mat, taking a wide stance, toes pointed forward. Deep breath here. Once we're in this wide-legged forward fold, Maybe you'd like to give a little bend in one knee, then the other. Take what you need. From here, we're walking our hands and feet out to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Our next inhale brings our right leg into the sky, bending the knee to really open the hip. Exhale, right knee comes to right wrist. We're finding Kapotasana, pigeon pose. We'll start off in an active pigeon, really sending your breath to the inner left hip crease. If you're working on flexibility, feel free to grab that back leg, finding your mermaid pose. Deep breaths here. Exhale, releasing that back leg if you took it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, gently lowering down to the mat or block, finding our way into the most comfortable version of sleeping pigeon. We are here for quite a few deep breaths, so take whatever micro adjustment you need to get nice and cozy. Our next inhale, we're gently rising back up, tucking the left toes, left knee raises, right foot meets the left in downward facing dog, taking a deep breath in Adho Mukha Savasana. Our next inhale brings the left leg into the sky, bending the knee to really open the hip. Exhale, left knee to left wrist, finding our way to Kapotasana, pigeon pose on the other side. Staying connected to the breath. If you took the option to bend the back leg on the other side, feel free to find your mermaid here as well. Releasing that back leg if you took it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, gently lowering down to your mat, block, or pillow, finding your way into the most comfortable version of sleeping pigeon. Deep breaths here. Your next inhale, we're gently rising back up. Tucking the right toes, right knee raises, deep breath in. Exhale, left foot meets the right, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, rounding the spine forward, hips drop, pushing ourselves to upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips back, Balasana. Deep breath here. Our next inhale, we're gently rising back up to a comfortable seated position on our knees. From here, we're windmilling the hands to the lower back to protect the lumbar spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, head leans back, finding a supported heroes. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you would like to release your hands to the mat below, really opening up through the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, and the sacral. We'll gently release out of our hero's pose, sending our legs straight out in front of us for Dandasana, staff pose. Once we're here, we can roll out the ankles, swoosh our feet from side to side. We'll inhale, arms come overhead, tall spine. Exhale, reaching for your feet, letting your head hang. Deep breaths here. Our next inhale, we'll gently rise back up, bringing your left foot to the inner right thigh. We'll inhale, arms come overhead, turn to your toes. Exhale, reaching for your right foot, letting your head hang. Deep breaths here. Our next inhale, we'll gently rise back up. Taking a breath to switch out the legs. Right foot comes to the inner left thigh. We'll inhale, arms come overhead, turn to your toes. Exhale, reaching for your left foot, letting your head hang. Deep breaths here. Really sending your breath to wherever you're holding on to tension. Our next inhale, we're gently rising back up. We'll bring the soles of the feet together in Bandha Konasana, butterfly pose. I like to place my blocks underneath the knees just for some support here. We'll bring the hands to heart center, closing the eyes or taking a soft gaze ahead. Awareness comes back to this present moment, back to the breath. Noticing the space inside your lungs, your heart, your throat, your mouth. Staying connected to the breath. And as you're ready, we'll gently lower the upper body down to the mat, finding our way into a reclined butterfly pose. Feel free to take whatever micro adjustment you need to get nice and comfortable. I like my blocks underneath my knees, but when I want to open the hips, I pop those blocks underneath my feet. And when I want to open up through my chest, I'll put the blocks behind my back so that they line up with my shoulder blades. Leaning back and just finding my way into the most comfortable version of reclined butterfly. And once we're here, take a moment to settle in. Noticing if you're holding on to any tension in the body. Releasing the jaw. Removing the tongue from the top of the mouth. Relaxing the eyebrows. And all the muscles in your face. Allowing your full body to be completely supported by your practice. whenever you're ready, we'll gently release into our final Savasana, corpse pose. Palms facing up, eyes are closed. Focus returns to the breath. You can feel free to stay here as long as you need, but whenever you're ready, we'll gently roll to the side. Push ourselves back up to a comfortable seated position in Sukhasana. We'll meet with our hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra, sealing in all of the good energy from today's practice. Thank you so much for being here. The light, love, and divinity in me honors the light, love, and divinity in you. Thumbs come to our third eye, we bow. Namaste. If you enjoyed this practice, I would love to see you in my virtual yoga studio at matajiwellness.com. It's just $10 a month for unlimited yoga. Would love to see ya. Thanks.